Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Cinema Scumbags Movie Podcast, episode 174. My name's Seth.
My name is Nick.
We're coming at you with, well, I don't know what we're doing today. It's the first annual Cinema Scumbags Halloween special.
Woo whoop.
Woo whoop.
Insert the music.
um, we're recording this on, let's see, the 29th.
Ninth.
So that means I forgot. I've got to immediately put it up right afterwards. So it's in
Yeah,
time for Halloween. Making
we
me work on my weekend.
probably should have done this a little earlier.
That's okay. It's going right up. No quality control.
Whatever.
Well, feel like we have a lot to discuss, and I don't even know where to begin. Nick, how you doing over there, my brother, my fellow
Um,
baseball fan?
living the dream, buddy. I'm living a straight up dream right now. Can't believe that we're here. Can't believe that we're queer. And I can't believe that the Phillies are going to win the World Series.
Unbelievable. You guys know we won't spend too much time on the baseball talk, but we always kind of touch base on it. You know, Nick's a big Phillies fan. For some fucking uh, crazy scenario reason, they're in the World Series.
I who knows? That's just the magic of baseball. This doesn't typically happen in other sports, and I think that's just the magic of the game of baseball. It's something new every night, something different you're going to see, and
It
there's
is.
always some sort of scenario that is just going to make you go, "What?"
With MLB's new circus rules, the Phillies managed to exploit the whole thing.
Well, I think that makes it more impressive. They had to
You
go
know what?
a
That's my
longer way.
part. That's kind of my dilemma, and it's not me talking shit about any team, but half of me thinks, what the fuck? They shouldn't even be there. But then the other half of me thinks, you're right. It makes it's even more impressive that they're
Yeah.
there. So
Once again, they shouldn't even be there.
I
All the
would like to
obstacles
say,
they had
ladies
to.
and gentlemen, though, never forget when Nick was not in favor of the DH in the NL. Never forget
I am a
that.
changed man.
Never forget that, folks, because without that NLDH, we might not be talking about the Phillies right now.
We definitely would not. And we would not be talking about Bryce Harper as the second coming of Jesus Christ.
But you know what? Those are the rules. Has nothing to do with the Phillies. They didn't make the rules. They're just playing by them. So you know
They
what?
just exploited the rules.
Good for them. Good for
Maybe
them.
the biggest benefactor of the new rules,
Yeah.
which
Um.
fine by me.
Yeah. Crazy
Now
shit.
the banning of the shift is a whole nother story. Not a
Yeah.
fan.
Forgot that goes into effect next year, but we're in the midst of the World Series. It just started last night. You know what? Good for you, Nick. I'm following on behalf of you. I tend to not care after my team gets eliminated, which they went down without any sort of fight, totally outclassed in every way. Um,
Sad to see.
the Yankees really are the Astros bitch. It's been like that for years now. Um, so you know
They've
what? Maybe the
they've really
Phillies can,
made everybody their bitch.
they have. So maybe the Phillies can slay the dragon.
Well, that was my next thing. Everybody except the NL East. They've had troubles with them for whatever reason.
Very, very strange. So I'll be following it. I know Nick will be on the edge of his seat. Crazy
Shit's
times.
exhausting.
Oh, it is. It
I
is.
There was like a genuine moment in my head last night where I was like, why do I even watch this? Why
Right.
am I even doing
Why are
this?
you so invested in it?
Yeah, why does this take over my life and my mood? And I'm just gonna turn this off and not. And I was
You're
like, there's no way. I can't.
no, you can't turn the World Series off, man.
Not even
But
that, but just like the regular,
yeah,
like just stop watching sports.
no, you can't do it. I mean, it's I don't know, it's weird. I've definitely gotten better over the years.
Agreed.
Especially because the Yankees, they're not like they were when I was a kid. They haven't won in 13 years. Every year it gets a little easier to absorb. Um, now I just kind of expect it. It's like when they win, cool, that'll be great. But I've learned to cope. Like I told you 10 years ago, if they got swept in the championship series, I would literally probably do a dive off my balcony. I would consider it maybe.
Yeah, I just kind of sat there quietly, really, when
Yeah.
they took a lead. I've kind of just accepted. I don't know if it's just the fact of like we're not even supposed to be here, so I'm just gonna enjoy it,
We're not
or
even
if
supposed
I've
to be
just
here this year.
or I've just gotten better at managing it.
It's just a game. Got to remember that.
It is.
But
But
my thing with baseball is like when you make it that far, it's hard to get to the World Series. So it's like, then you think, well, there's no guarantee that they'll be back anytime soon. You got to get through a juggernaut to even get there.
yeah, exactly. Like I
So
don't
I
and
don't
just
know.
the way it was set up, like if they had to play the Mets in the wild card, or if they had to go up against the Dodgers and the DS, who's to say they'd beat them?
No, it's really wild, man.
It's just everything aligns. Everything has to align.
Yep. So
Everything is aligning.
I think that'll be a good series. You know, I will say it is kind of nice. The one thing that's nice about when my team gets eliminated, then I can just sit back and watch stress-free baseball.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be a good series.
I don't even know what that feels like until now. It's
Uh,
been 84 years.
well, at least one of us has something to watch.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy for you, buddy. What else is
Phillies in
new?
four. Well,
Okay. Phillies in four.
not a whole lot. You been playing anything?
I've actually been playing been really knocking out some games
Yeah.
without barring them, just knocking out old shit.
Good. That's good.
I've beat all four Uncharted games on
Oh
PlayStation.
shit. I played through the first three. I haven't gone through four yet.
Yeah, I'm a big PlayStation guy, and I like those games. I do think they're just a little bit overrated, though.
A little bit.
And
A
that's
little
me
bit.
talking as a PlayStation fan. I mean, it's just like
Yeah.
a generic Indiana Jones sort of story. The story's
Yeah.
not
I mean,
really anything special.
there's nothing special. It's just like the gameplay that really
Yeah, but they are
makes it.
fun and kind of easy to or like quick to get through. And the fourth was pretty good. That might be my favorite. That was like the one that's kind of like impressive, because you're going back
Yeah.
quite a bit.
I
So I
think that's kind of the general consensus.
Yeah, I've played those, got through those. That was great. I've been playing some of the old Doom games, Doom 1, Doom 2. I beat those. I'm almost done with Doom 3. These are all
Those
back.
seem like they'd be tough to go back to.
Uh, they're fun. I don't know. They're kind of like they're hard, I think. Doom 3 though, that's not too dated. It runs pretty well on Switch. It looks like, it kind of looks
That's a
like an Xbox 360 game.
that's a 3D one, right?
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I went back and played like the first Doom on Switch, and
yeah.
there's like no clear motive. Like you can pick what mission you want to do, or
Right.
it's
Right.
just I
Yeah.
was played it. I was like, okay, I
Once
get
you get
it.
to
And then
Doom 3, it's more like a campaign where you can't select. But I really liked the Doom that came out in 2016, and I never played Doom Eternal, so I think I'm gonna pick that up after I get through.
2016 Doom was one of those games that like top five pissed me off the most.
Really? Yeah,
Yeah,
me too, but probably for a different reason. Because I played that like I was going for the platinum trophy on that. I played it like 3 times, and there was a bug,
yeah,
and it
I
didn't
remember
register.
that.
So then I'm like, I've never gone back to it.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Yeah,
I
well,
remember
fuck
you
that.
talking about
Really
that.
pissed me off. So I've been working through just some random stuff. How about you?
I went back and played a couple older games. I went back and played both Portals for the first time.
You beat them?
I did. Yes, I
Okay.
did.
Nice.
Without too much assistance.
Nice. Nice.
The first Portal's fairly short. I got through that one, pretty quickly, but the second one took a little longer. And yeah, I mean they're fun games.
Yeah.
They're
You
I,
know, as much as I love getting invested in like a 100-hour RPG or something, sometimes those like 5 to 10 hour games are they're
yeah,
refreshing to me at least.
yeah, they are, and it feels good to get through them. You feel like you're
Yeah.
making progress in your backlog. But yeah, I played through those. Started playing Persona again, and it's just like I
How's
told
that
you,
run on Switch?
clean.
Good, good.
It's so clean. Yeah, I haven't had any hiccups, any issues. It's just great.
Man,
It's a great game.
I actually heard that sold really well too, like the physical copies, which is
Yeah,
good because it's more
yeah,
incentive.
yeah. I don't think they're doing physical copies of the other ones, though, which I guess is not too surprising. But I want to get my hands on four at some point.
Oh man, yeah. That's if I didn't have like other shit to play, I would definitely like pick up 5 on Switch, but it's just I can't right now. There's
Yeah,
no way.
I told you I'd probably do it intermittently, and
Yeah,
that's what I've been playing. I
yeah.
haven't
It's
really
just
like,
that is such a long journey
I
of a
know I've
game.
already put like 10, 12 hours into it. I haven't even gotten through Kamoshido's Palace
Yeah,
yet.
yeah.
So
It's
it's
that
just long.
that might be like the longest, like the most invested I've been into a game because I started playing that like right when I moved to Arizona. So when it came out, I remember that was like the only thing I was playing for almost like over a year.
God damn.
Like I would just
Yeah,
play it on the weekends. But
yeah. Plus it's the royal version, so you have more content than because I played the regular version when I played it. So
yeah,
it's just like a ton more content.
hell of a game. Glad Switch owners can finally experience those.
Yeah. Glad glad I heeded your suggestion. That's
It's
for sure.
one of the things I'm proud that I recommended to you.
Yeah, one of the great recommendations, I have
One
to
of
say.
they're few and far between the good ones, but they are there. They are
top
there.
top 5 game for me.
I think you'll really like Persona 4 too. Just you have to keep in mind that the graphics don't look as good. But
Yeah, and
if
the
you can look
graphics aren't.
if you can look past that, everything you love about Persona 4 or 5 is in 4.
Oh God.
So I
Here
recommend that.
here we go. Yeah,
Oh,
but I don't know if I tell you I beat Skyward Sword too?
I don't know if we talked about that. We might. I know you were playing it.
Yeah,
I don't know if you talked
I
about beating
did
it.
yeah, I did beat that one. So I got a long Zelda game out of the way.
Nice,
I guess
nice.
long is kind of like 30 hours, which is
That's not too
kind of
bad.
long for, but that was a good one. I enjoyed
Yeah,
that one. The controls are
nice.
just a little weird.
I need to go back and get into some of those Zelda games. I've only played Breath of the Wild and then the Link to the Past remake
You gonna pick up my Warfare 2?
or Link's Awakening remake. Is that the
Oh
remake?
yeah, yeah.
No, did you pick that up? You
I feel
can't.
like I want to at one point, but like
Yeah,
$70.
a lot.
$70.
I was watching some video. I thought the campaign looked like pretty impressive.
It
Like
looks
the visuals,
amazing.
yeah. Like that. Like if I bought that, that would be what I was looking forward to, I guess.
And I love playing the campaigns in those games. That's like the first thing I always do. I
Yeah,
like play a couple missions and then go to multiplayer and then just
yeah.
try and go back and forth. I just like say what you want about Call of Duty, but I still get excited when a new one comes out.
No,
It's just like
I used to buy them every year. I know what you're talking about. I mean, that
it's
was
like a
just
nostalgic thing, I
yeah.
think.
I need to play something online though because I pay for these subscriptions and I don't really play online.
Yeah.
I need to find like a co-op game or like something I can get into.
Hmm. Well, if anybody has any suggestions for some co-op games for
Yeah.
old Seth to play,
Yeah, I need something to play online. I pay for all these services, but I'm kind of a recluse when it comes to online gaming. I just like my own company.
yeah, agreed.
Or I
Agreed.
mute everybody on the mic as soon as I get into a game.
I do too. I don't want to hear anything.
It's like, why do I have this $100 Sony headset? I'm not talking to anybody. I could just use any sort of headphones. Whatever.
Well, you're paying for the quality of the
Yeah,
sound design that they put the effort in for.
I just like having the officially licensed stuff. Even though like
Yeah.
there's better shit out there that's like off brand, but I like having the official. I had COVID.
Okay.
I had
How was
COVID.
it?
It was shitty. I avoided
Yeah.
it this whole time, and it finally got me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
I thought I
So
had it a couple times, but I always tested negative, but whatever I had sucked.
yeah, I couldn't get my body temperature under control. Like, I'd be layered up and then I'd start sweating. And one of those
Yeah.
nights I went to sleep and I woke up, probably 4 in the morning, and my sheets were like just soaking wet.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah. So it was shitty. I lost my taste and smell for like 4 days and then I got it back. So
That's good.
yeah,
That's
but
good.
whatever. Got to work from home. So
So you still had to work.
I did. I mean, because I felt okay. It's like I had a
Hmm.
bad cold, but
Okay, yeah.
man, first couple days were pretty rough though. It hit me on the weekend. So by the time Monday came around, I was feeling a little bit better.
God damn. Well, that's fun. It's horrible. Well, speaking of horrible,
Halloween.
Halloween. Halloween is a couple days away. And what better
Halloween,
way?
Halloween, ooh, Halloween.
I love that stupid song. Once again, something that takes me back to a specific moment. The Halloween 40th
Oh, oh, that's
anniversary.
what, yes, yes, that was, you know what? I have a lot of regrets about that convention.
Not talking to anybody, not getting autographs.
Not
What?
paying for like a photo op
Yeah,
with like the original Halloween cast. Okay, no Jamie Lee Curtis, but like that'll never have that opportunity again. So should have ponied up
yeah.
some money, could have had a cool picture. It is what it is.
Well, at least you found out about a cool poster and then bought it later on.
That is true. I did get something out of it.
That
Hey,
wasn't even related to Halloween.
not even. At least I get to walk by Tom Atkins and stare
Hey,
down at the
what?
floor because he intimidated me.
Yeah, he was walking freely around to the bathroom. You could have walked up to him and be like, Mr.
You
Atkins.
know what I thought he would have said, and he probably wouldn't have. I know he wouldn't have, but in my head I thought he'd say, "Well, you got to go wait in line like everybody else."
I mean, I would think the same thing.
Yeah, like, oh, you got to pay like everyone else.
You have to pay for your photo, sir.
Oh God, wanted to meet Lance Guest. Didn't meet Lance Guest. Dick Warlock was there. Fuck, I'll never see him in person again. Man, man, oh man.
Could have
See, you know,
met Courtney Jude.
oh yeah.
Courtney Jude.
Oh,
Jude.
I also forgot we walked right past Dag Fairch
Oh my God! Yeah, we did.
and the chick from
Forrest
Forrest Gump.
Gump. I don't know her name, but the fact she
It's
was.
Hannah something.
Oh yeah, man. When are we gonna get a Forrest Gump uh convention?
I wish I would have done things differently at that convention, but that's okay.
It was a very anxiety inducing day.
It
It
was. It
was
was.
fun, but working up the courage to walk up to people and
Yeah.
ask them questions was just like overtaking my whole mood.
I couldn't even watch you do that. I had to walk away. So that was all you need to know. Ah,
I
man.
think it worked out well though.
It did. I need to go back and revisit that video. It's good memories now at this point.
Yeah, it's
Over here, we
cool.
got the Halloween 3 section. It's popping. Tom Atkins, love that guy. Stacy Nelkin, love she's great.
Tom Atkins, he is the man.
Yeah, Tom Atkins, he is the man. Fuck.
But yeah, today we're going to be talking about, I don't know exactly, like,
It's
would
the
you call
Cinema
it
Scumbags Halloween special. We're going to be talking about you know, movies
horror?
that have entered our rotation of yearly watches for Halloween. And really it's just a Halloween smorgasbord of discussion. We talk about whatever we want. It's the first annual Cinema Scumbags Halloween special. Should have been in
Yeah,
costume for this.
fuck, you're right.
Should have
I
put
can
on my
go,
John Hammond costume.
damn, I can go get my Tom Nook shirt.
that is that what you're doing?
I'm going to be Tom Nook and
That's all
Taylor's
right.
going to be Isabel.
I kind of like that, you know. It's a nice, simple, cheap costume, you know.
Yeah, I got a official shirt and everything. It's cool.
Nice, nice.
Um, well, I'm here celebrating in my orange. My orange.
Yep.
I love your little trick or treat man in the background.
Thanks,
I think
Sam.
it's cool.
I
It's
wish,
cool.
you know what? I could have spent like $50 more though and got the actual like stand up life size one. I don't know what I was thinking.
Damn.
Yeah, I
Did you
wish I,
see it at the time?
yeah, it's there. I just was like, you know, I'll try to spend
$50
a
more
hundred.
dollars.
Yeah, you know, but it is a nice little piece.
Yeah, it's cool. So basically, we're just going to talk about anything and everything Halloween, our rotation of films that we have, maybe some ones that we've seen since the last time we talked about our favorites that kind of stick out to us.
Yeah, we've really exhausted the Halloween topics. When you do a podcast for like 7 years, you know, we've done like underrated horror movies,
Yeah, this is
horror
just going to be
villains.
like a little redux
Yeah.
because things change, opinions change, and genders change. So we're just going to be talking about
You don't know
talking
who the
about,
fuck you're dealing with.
hey, who the fuck do you think you are?
Oh man.
So
Do I look slimmer to you, buddy?
a
Probably
little bit,
not.
yeah. A little bit,
I'm
yeah.
probably as
You
skinny
look
as
like you got a haircut.
I did get a haircut, courtesy of this lady I call mom. Um
Oh, mom.
Mom comes over and cuts my hair, but I'm probably as skinny now as you know probably the skinniest I've been since I met you. I'm down quite a bit.
Wow, good for you. Is that because of the COVID?
COVID did help, but I've been sticking with my intermittent fasting, black coffee, and I've also totally cut out snacking at night, which is I think
That's
where
a
that's where I put on some of the pounds,
that's a big
especially
one.
you know, I, I like to indulge in a little smoke at night, and
Hmm.
then I'll sit around and I watch, lately I've been watching Curb Your Enthusiasm
Ooh,
after I
great
smoke,
show.
and then I'm
Great
like,
show.
that show
It's
is like an M word. It's fucking great.
it's
But then I'm like, I need a
hilarious.
snack, so I've been just cutting back on the eating. I do love Curb though. It's a great show.
That's good. Have you been partaking in the candies?
No, nope.
Damn, good
Went
for
to went
you.
to work the other day and there was, they put a bunch of Reese's and shit on your desk, but I don't need that.
That's cool that they're doing
Yeah,
something though.
it's like AADA except bigger. That's kind of how they handle the holidays.
Yeah. It's nice. They're doing a Halloween thing on Monday, but they're not letting the people from home come in.
Are they bringing you food and shit?
They're gonna cook out.
Oh, nice. Oh, Paul and Javi.
Probably. Or maybe now Nate, all the alphas of the
all,
office.
all the masculine men.
Oh man, I don't even
Uh,
know where to begin this. What
Well, let's just.
so
How about we don't have any rhyme or reason. We just kind of talk about, what have you been watching maybe this year? What are some of the things you've experienced in this October? I
well
don't
let
know.
me let me bring up the old trusty letterbox because that is the thing.
Or have
I
you
think we
discovered
can I
anything
think we
like the
can
past couple years that has become like, because I know there's been a couple things that I have found over the past couple years that are like working their way into my yearly rotation.
yeah. One that I have mentioned many times, one that you and a lot of people really hate, Lake Mungo is
Oh
one of
my
those
God.
is
All
one
the
of
fucking
those.
movies.
Did you have a thought in your head of what you thought it
No, I didn't
might
know what you
be?
were gonna say. I wasn't thinking about that.
It's weird. Like everybody that I follow hates this movie, but man, it did me dirty the first time I watched it. I don't know if I was in the right I
It
was in the right mindset.
it it could have been, yeah.
It I had the lights off, I was alone, and something about it. Like I can understand that the climax is kind of silly, but when I watched it, it sent chills down my pecker. That
I
is for
honestly, I don't even.
sure.
The only thing I remember is that same shot of the girl over and over again. That's all I can
But
remember.
I think that was what was so creepy about it is the slow, steady zoom in. You don't know
Yeah,
exactly what you're looking at and what's happening, and then when it finally gets to it, it kind of hits you. But that phone camera shot when they're walking and you see something in the distance coming towards
yeah,
you,
yeah. I remember that.
that that part made me like, oh
So,
god.
so have you watched that this year?
I haven't watched it yet this year, but I did. I don't think it's on anything anymore, so I had to purchase it.
Oh,
So it was like $6. I purchased it on Apple, so now I own it.
now you own access to it in the cloud.
And this is the PSA about why digital sucks.
Physical media, baby. Um,
Oh my god, speaking of that, real quick.
go ahead.
I started watching that documentary about physical media. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think there's a couple. Which one is it?
Produced by
Ugh,
Chauncey Phillips.
no.
One of the first people in it, Cinema Sickness, and then
Oh, I know about that.
I
Fuck.
was just scrolling through one of those websites and it popped up and I was like, I'm just gonna start this, see what it's all about. And it was like a YouTube compilation
It's gotta be.
of like him, like
Yeah.
Danny Filicaccio,
Oh, God.
whatever his name is.
Hey guys,
Talk
cinema sickness here.
yeah,
Fuck.
he's in his basement holding his phone up. That's the quality of it.
Like,
Produced by Chauncey Phillips.
I'm not talking shit about anybody. Cinema Sickness's basement room is fucking awesome. Like, I would love to have that and be able to walk down into it, but
It's
I don't want,
nothing.
I don't want to accumulate a bunch of Barbie DVDs and stupid shit I'm never gonna watch. But
Yeah.
I will say, and that's just, that's his thing. That's cool. I used to really watch his shit all the time because I thought his movie room was awesome, but I would love to have that where I could walk down because it is like a video store. So
Yeah,
he
it is.
it is cool.
It is neat, but 95% of what's in there.
Right. I mean, I have a hard time, I have shit. I have two movie shelves and I haven't watched a lot of the shit on there, so I don't know.
Wow, it's all about the buying and the collecting and not
That's
the
what it is.
watching.
That's what it is. It's all about the buying. Where did you watch
Uh,
that?
I was on one of those websites. We had we had watched Bullet Train on there, and I was like,
Oh.
I just want to see what else is on here, and it popped up. I was like, I just want to see what this is about. And I not only I didn't really have a choice because it cut out, but I wasn't gonna make it much longer in that. And it's
Yeah.
like over 2 hours long.
Okay, that's just not necessary. That should be like, 70 minutes.
I mean, it's the epitome of a montage of YouTube clips, just way too long.
It's shitting me.
People jabbling on. Uh, one that I think, well, so I saw that you watched the critically acclaimed X, and I watched also critically acclaimed Pearl, the sequel to
Do you, th-
the
do you think she's
trilogy.
hot?
Look, yes, there
Me
there are
too.
there are definitely times where she looks off-putting, but
Yeah.
I think she's very
Oh yeah,
attractive.
I agree. I was gonna ask you because she's kind of like unconventional a little bit. Her face is kind of
Very.
strange, but
I think in these two movies she is peak.
yeah. I thought X sucked. I don't like Ty
I
West.
I didn't like
Like,
X either.
I just thought it was so fucking. I don't know. My problem with like a lot of these like newer horror movies is once you find out the reveal, I guess, or like you find out what's going on, then it's just like so stupid to me.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know. Eh,
she's addicted to sex.
Yeah, like what? I don't know. It's like an obvious Texas Chainsaw Massacre ripoff too. The whole
Yeah,
thing is just like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I don't care for it. I didn't care for it at all. Like I thought it was
yeah,
dumb, really
yeah.
dumb.
I thought Pearl was a little bit better though.
So what
Uh,
is she? I don't get it. She's playing two characters.
yeah, so
So in X, she's the old lady, right? Like in makeup.
yeah, and
Okay.
then in Pearl, that's her young.
Okay. So
It's
she's
like
two characters.
yeah, and then in X, she's also like the main girl, which
Yeah, doing like a third one where it's like not even a horror movie, isn't it? Like
they're
she's like
doing
a
the they're doing a third one where it's her character in X, like her, not the old lady, but the other character, and she goes off and becomes a porn star.
well, that could be fun to watch. I don't
Like
know.
I'm intrigued by the storyline they have
Yeah.
going on, but it's like it's Ty West and
Yeah.
something off putting about his stuff.
I lump Ty West and Adam Wingard together as like hack directors that I don't want anything to do with. I don't like
Well,
any of
I
their
think
movies.
they probably like came up together
Yeah.
because like they were both in Your Next. One of them directed it and the other one was in it, and
I just think of like,
they have that little group.
yeah. I think of like the type of films Robert Eggers gives us in comparison to a Ty West film. To me, not even in the same fucking universe.
Yeah. I just wonder what those two writing rooms are like.
Yeah. I don't know. I can understand X. Like, I'm sure people love that, but to me, it's just whatever. It's just so far fetched and just dumb as fuck.
Yeah. I was not a huge fan of X. I don't even remember a lot from it really,
Yeah.
but Pearl was better, better acted, better story.
Okay.
Um Now that doesn't mean it's good. It's just better. I think it's just better than X.
I was just confused about what the two different characters and like a prequel and like, oh, whatever.
It seems like maybe they weren't, like the trilogy was not something that was pre-planned. It was
Right.
something that came after, even though both the movies came out in the same year, which is kind of wild.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
wonder
I
if it was
wanted
like
to
a
check that
COVID
out.
production or something that pushed it back. And
It could be. Yeah.
but yeah, I don't know. I don't love them, but I'd be curious to watch the last one when it comes out.
Sure. Yeah, I don't know. I heard so much about that. I was my whole thing with this year has been to like check out new shit because I feel like I watch the same shit over and over again, and
Agreed.
I feel like time moves so quick. A lot of shit that I watched last year, I feel like I just watched it, so I haven't even got to it. It's
Well, there's
weird.
been quite a few like bigger horror movies that have come out this year. Another one that we both watched, Barbarian.
I don't even know where to begin with this fucking movie.
I that that first act I think is so good.
I
I think it
agree.
was like perfect tension building. I think it was a perfect like shock cut
Yeah, I was
when
so intrigued by what she was walking down into. Like I had
yeah,
no, like up until that point, I'm like, this is fucking good.
yeah,
But again, then the reveal happens. We find out what's really going on. I'm just like, it just takes me out of it. I'd
yeah,
rather not know all that shit, I guess.
yeah. It was definitely one where well, even the cut where it goes directly to Justin Long, it's like, okay, like where's this gonna go?
I
But
didn't even know
then
what
when
was happening. I thought I was watching like a shitty cut or something where it went to a different movie. I'm like, this is not even the same film.
well, they even advertised it like that too.
Yeah.
They put out a trailer and it was literally called Justin Long's new movie.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
haven't seen it. See, that's I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, it was pretty jarring. And then it cuts to like the 60s or whatever, and
Yeah.
you're like, what is
Yeah,
and
like
then it
what is
all
happening?
connects, but it's not worth it really.
No, I know what they were going for, but I don't know. It's like I don't know, strange.
I wanted to love that so much more.
Yeah, I like Bill Skarsgård a lot.
He was
I
good.
I think he's just I don't know something about it. He's just a creepy looking fuck. Like
Well,
he could
I
always be in those type of movies.
you look at him and you're like, that's
Yeah,
Pennywise.
yeah, and I liked it without spoiling it for anyone who hasn't seen it. But I like the whole. You don't know if he's what he's all about. I guess you don't know if you
And
should trust him or not, and
that's
that was cool.
that's why it's so good and why I think what happens is more affecting.
Yeah, because even when she's down in the tunnel, you still don't know, like, do we trust him or is he really, you don't know. So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
interesting concept for that. I just have a lot of problems with I don't know, stupid shit bothers me without just making it seem like I'm being political, I guess, but
Contrary. Oh.
I don't know.
I mean, that is what it's about. It's about how men don't have to worry as much as women do.
Like, can you just make a movie where every fucking dude doesn't have to be a fucking dirtbag? Like, even Bill Skarsgård, you don't know if you should trust him. Justin Long is insufferable. He's good in the movie, but he's a
He is
fucking prick in that
he's
movie.
yeah, but he's really good.
And the cops are fucking awful. Like, they just ignore the chick. It's just,
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
It's
he was a
whatever.
black cop.
Yeah. It's like, cops suck. They don't listen to us. I don't know. It was an interesting it was an interesting premise. Without spoiling it, that bottle scene was disturbing. Could you imagine putting your mouth up on that thing?
The hair just
I
let
just
me
didn't get it. I mean, I don't know.
let me ask you though, what are your thoughts on comedians making horror movies?
I didn't even know that was. I know we talked about that, and then I was looking up like because my first thing I want to see what colored
What
haired freak
woman did
directed this
this?
movie.
Oh, he's a boring white
Yeah,
guy.
I was like, which fucking blue-haired fucking freak directed this movie? But I thought it was an interesting premise. I will give it that because it's almost impossible to be original in horror movies nowadays.
hmm
So if comedians, they might. I think it's cool when they try and branch out and do something different. So who knows? I mean, it was interesting. I'd rather
Yeah.
watch that than a lot of other shit.
Well, I think it was a little more subtle than a lot of those things, a
Yeah.
lot of other things, but
I
it
just feel like when
was
you find out the reveal of some of these movies, that's when it just takes me right out of it.
yeah. Yeah, and it kind of reveals its hand fairly early.
Yeah, like I thought there's some really good shots, some really creepy shots in that movie, especially when they're underground and
hmm
stuff walking out of the dark. But I felt like that
Oh
should have been
God.
saved. We should have built up for that, and that should have been like one of the last things we saw. So I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do I know?
Nothing. But you can talk about this one a little bit because I have yet to watch it. I want to, but Terrifier 2.
Dude, I'm a big fan of Art the Clown.
I know you are.
um, you don't like? Did you like the first Terrifier?
I need to watch it again. I think
It's disgusting,
it's gross, yeah.
but I
But I've
think it's.
heard this one's worse.
I really like the first Terrifier. I think it's
Yeah.
like I don't know. And usually, like we just talked about, when they show too much of the villain or the bad guy in a horror movie, it's like takes the effectiveness away. But Art the Clown is just, I don't know, he's creepy no matter when he's on the screen. You can't see too much of him, I feel like.
Yeah, I
So it
think he's
works.
probably a character you want to see more of.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. But Terrifier 2 is more of like a movie with a plot. Um,
Yeah, a long movie.
a long movie. No business being like
That's
2 hours, 20 minutes or whatever it is.
that's fucking ballsy to make
Yeah.
a horror movie that long.
That should be 85 minutes all over it. I mean,
Sounds douchey, honestly.
well, it's disgusting. It's more of the same. They try and make a plot out of it, like with a storyline to give us some backstory on Art the Clown. And I know they're already committed to Terrifier 3 and I think Terrifier 4.
Oh
Um,
God.
so they're trying to build up a backstory to it. And, it's interesting. I didn't like as much as the first, but I thought it was too long, definitely.
Yeah.
But I like Art the Clown. I like his kills. And the main chick in Terrifier 2, whew, my God. Baddie.
Ooh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks like this guy's made his whole career about directing movies about Art the Clown.
Yes, I watched one of the first short films it, I watched it just last night, but it's a different guy playing Art the Clown. So I'm glad they
Is
switched
it?
because the first guy's not as good.
Mm,
Art the
we'll see.
Clown, man, it's about time we get a new horror like
Icon.
icon. I mean, really, a clown isn't super original, but
We already have a clown.
art's better than fucking Pennyfuck. Spider,
Pennywise, more like Penny Stupid.
yeah, spider. It's a space spider.
Dude, Stephen King sucks.
He's a good author. I just don't think it translates
No,
to
I don't think he's a good author either. People are like, it's an issue with the adaptations. I'm like, no, I think it's an issue with the writing.
I mean, I'm not a big reader. I tried reading The Shining, but all I could think about was the movie, you know. Like
Yeah,
I was picturing Jack Nicholson. Like I don't want to read this fucking book. I just want to watch the movie, whatever.
yeah. And Doctor Sleep makes it more annoying.
Oh God. I haven't ever gone back to that movie. I've thought about it.
I started it because T wanted to watch it. We didn't finish it.
Oh
I
man.
don't know why. I don't think it was because she wasn't into it or anything. We just didn't finish it.
I was taken out of that movie right away by like the recreations of the original characters. I don't like that.
Sorry,
Oh,
Henry Thomas is not.
yeah.
He's not
Not
Jack.
even. The reason you only know that guy from E.T. What else do you know him from?
Hill House,
Yeah.
like those Mike Flanagan shows.
Yeah. And I just don't like how they create new scenes like with Wendy and Danny and fucking, you know, Dick Halloran,
Yeah,
Brian O'Halloran.
yeah. Brian. Oh, there's a horror movie we need to
We
talk
got to talk
about.
about that too.
Well, we can bring it up whenever you want. Just intercut it into
Let's talk
the.
about it because you watched it.
I
I've seen it
did.
twice. I love it.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it.
Okay,
It's
I will take that 3.5 from you. That was higher than I expected from you.
on my rating scale. It's somewhere between loved it and didn't hate it.
Okay,
So
I'll take that.
I
Did you think
thought
did you think the acting was awful?
I did. Yeah,
Really?
I thought it was. I thought. Well, I mean, it's more the same, which what you expect from
It
those
is, but
guys.
and I know exactly which parts you're talking about that you're probably like, this is fucking trash. But
All of them.
I've seen Brian O'Halloran and a bunch of Kevin Smith shit, and there's parts in like Clerks 2 where I think the acting's really bad. I thought the best acting he's ever done was Clerks 3. I was sold on the emotional parts.
Maybe, but there's definitely the parts that come in where it's like, oh god, this guy is like wish he's like a optimistic theater actor that
Well, that's what he is, yeah. Did you like when he was at the cemetery.
Mm, yeah, that was pretty good.
I thought that was great.
I think the
That movie was
emotional
sad,
notes.
dude.
I think the emotional notes are really well done.
That movie is sad. Like it's a downer. Right? The part where he's
Yeah,
at the cemetery, he's like, so fucking alone.
I know, and she's basically like, "You gotta get over,
Yeah, I'm
gotta get
like,
over her."
I just didn't know that movie was gonna go in that direction. Even like the first 10 minutes, you find out she died at the end of Clerks 2. I'm like, what the fuck? This
I
is a
think
downer.
it's better that way though.
Yeah, I,
And he
uh,
like can't let go, but she's like, "You,
yeah.
we didn't even really know each other that well."
I I don't know. I think that was a super bold movie for Kevin Smith, unlike anything he's done, and it really worked well for me. I mean,
Hmm.
I think that's a makes me sad. That movie was sad,
Yeah.
really a downer.
Wow. I think it's really, it was jarring at first, but I think it was an interesting choice to do Black Parade at the very beginning. A
Oh, dude,
montage of
that opening is fucking great. Love that. Oh,
it was at first I was like, this is a weird choice, but as the song went on, I was just
yeah.
like, okay, okay.
That opening is great, man. Hockey on the roof, just like the old times.
The recreations of Clerks.
Really well done. I thought that was going to be
But
horribly cheesy, but I thought it was good.
it begs the question of, is Clerks, was he planning on making this when he was young, or is it because he's like, what in the universe of it, where is Clerks being made and where is Clerks the movie
Well,
itself?
can we spoil this? If you're listening and you don't want to know what happens at Clerks at the end of Clerks
Yeah.
3, just skip over like a couple minutes. But um at the end of the movie when he's watching Clerks on his deathbed, did you take that as he's watching how he remembers it in his head? Obviously he's
I
not
suppose so,
watching.
yeah.
That's I think some people were talking about that. Like Randall showed him the movie that they just made, but the way I watch that is when Dante's sitting there dying, watch that, he's seeing it how he remembers it playing out. He's looking back on
Okay.
his life. So that's
Okay.
why you're seeing clips from the original Clerks because
Okay.
it's in his head.
That's better. But they're making it in the movie too. So
They
it's
are,
like,
yeah. So
so
the real version of the movie would have been them as older guys.
so is it still memories of him making them when they show them making the scenes themselves?
No, I think they're actually making the movie now as older guys, but when he's
Okay.
dying watching that, he's watching the scenes, but then he's picturing them how he remembers it in his actual life. He's looking
Okay.
back. It's a very deep film from Kevin.
Yeah, very confusing.
Wasn't confusing at all. Pretty straightforward. Did you
Like,
like
is it
the Elias?
meta or yeah, at first I thought he was gonna be super annoying, but as he and his personality progressed, it got better and better.
But it's funny as fuck when Randall has the heart attack and they're in the hospital and he's like talking about this Satan's gonna fuck me or something. He pulls his pants down in the middle of the hospital.
So what's gonna happen when Harley Quinn Smith and her boyfriend break up and he's in these movies with
I don't know. Can't erase it. But I will say, Clerks 3 impressed the hell out of me. I thought it was fucking great. That's what Kevin's at his best. Really. I mean, but super bold to do what he did with that movie. I mean,
yeah. I think he had some sort of epiphany when he almost died, and
yeah,
I think it, I don't know if it changed him, but I think it gave
yeah,
him like a mindset to be in when he made it.
yeah. I also thought at the end, like when they're having their big fight and Randall's talking about I almost died, and it cuts back to Dante's like, let me guess, you almost fucking died from that heart attack. Because that's how I kind of think about Kevin Smith when he talks about his heart. It's like we get it.
Yeah.
You almost died.
It's like in every interview he does now.
Yeah. Marilyn Gigliotti. I loved her performance. I loved that they brought her back. Wanna
Wanna
fuck?
fuck?
That was fucking great, dude. I loved it.
Oh
Thank you,
god.
Kevin. Thank you for that movie. It really,
What a weird release it's gonna have. Like a, just a Blu-ray, but like a 4K exclusive Best
oh,
Buy
that
Steelbook.
steelbook's hot too. It's got like a
That's
slip cover over it. Man.
it's weird.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Can always
You have it
count on
pre-ordered?
Kevin. No, but I'm going to, and then I'm gonna go pick it up on my lunch break, whatever day it comes out.
I think it's like December 6th.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you for your gifts to the world of cinema. We appreciate it.
You know, somebody we can't thank for their gifts to cinema.
Ooh,
David Gordon Green and Danny McBride.
oh, we didn't talk about this, did we?
We did not.
Oh, fuck. We should have
I
opened with this.
well, Halloween ends, and so does the discussion. My God.
I'm going as Corey Cunningham this year for Halloween.
Yeah. Oh, I'm wearing a jumpsuit. It's so deep. I'm the new
I
Michael.
knew that first.
Spoiling the hell out of this movie
I
right
knew
now.
first 10 minutes there's a shot of him riding on his motorcycle. He's wearing coveralls. I knew exactly where they were going with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, once
It wasn't even
again,
subtle.
no, it's not. Like, well, it's Danny McBride written, so
Yeah.
no, it's not subtle.
Man.
But once again, I thought the beginning of this was awesome.
I
When
did
he's
like that.
Yeah, when he's babysitting the kid and the kid's fucking with them,
Uh,
gnarly way the kid goes out. that
I
was, I
I
was,
don't even know where to begin talking about this movie, man.
well,
I do agree with you though. That opening scene was cool. I did like that. I was
the
into it.
first maybe 15, 20 minutes, I was into
Yeah.
it. I was like, I get what all the hate's about. And then it progressed, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, got it. I don't know what the mindset was. What were they trying to do? Were they trying to create a new Myers?
I, I really don't know. I mean, now that that trilogy's done, it's depressing thinking about it because
Hmm.
it could have been something really cool, I think. And even go back to Halloween 2018, that's a pretty cool movie. Take some take some of the stupid shit out,
Hmm.
and it's like a really good movie, I think. But even with the stupid shit in there, it's a cool, good, enjoyable
Yeah.
movie. And what could have been, I guess, is my thought. Like
Well,
why did they go the way they did?
I remember when they announced it and we talked about it, and it's just
Yeah,
weird that we're here now at the end of it.
I know.
And
It goes quick.
yeah,
Yeah, I remember sitting at work talking about the trailer for Halloween dropped. Now it's
yeah,
over.
yeah. Now what?
Uh, yeah, spoiling it. So Michael's been living in the sewers since the.
Nobody
Don't you?
checked the
Yeah,
wide
don't you
open
think the
sewer.
Haddonfield police might have went down there if they were looking for him?
You'd think, but I don't know. Maybe the homeless man was like, "Hey, he's down here," and they're like, "Oh yeah, well, whatever you say."
I just, dude, uh,
Like, what is he eating? What is
right.
he doing to survive down there?
And then
But
never,
the city of Haddonfield is corrupted. People are killing themselves. People are,
yeah. I think of the original Halloween movie, 78. Think of the Myers that we see in that movie.
mhm.
Literally, he's the shape, kind of maneuvers in and out of the dark. You don't see very much of him. Could you ever imagine that guy from that movie teaming up and riding on a motorcycle and fucking killing firemen with a power saw? It's just so different from what it was supposed to be. I don't know.
Well, obviously a new vision from different people.
Yeah,
I love that Saw scene though.
it's cool. It's just so like I try and picture that guy from that first movie doing that. It's like a totally different character.
Yeah, it's a far cry from what it used to be, which I appreciate. I kind of like the
Right.
direction.
You don't have to keep doing the same thing over and over again.
Right.
But
But we get fucking Aeropostale model
yeah,
Corey Cunningham
Corey Cunningham. I like
getting
what's her name though. She's
getting
hot.
Andy
Andy Matichek.
Matichak. Yeah.
Mm.
Well, even Kyle Richards too.
Hell yeah.
That is such a weird career
I
trajectory.
know.
Being little Lindsay and Halloween, and
It's
then
just
a
like
housewife.
yeah, I like how like she's hanging out with Lori. Like, okay, because they had that traumatic experience when she
Oh
was
yeah.
like 5 years old. Now they're lifelong friends. It's just
Why hasn't
so.
anybody left?
Yeah, it's just
Why
I
is
don't know.
everybody sticking
We could
around?
honestly do a 2 hour episode about like that trilogy. Just talking about it.
Oh yeah. And maybe we will one day, but
Like, like dude, there's that scene when Corey Cunningham like just casually strolls into the sewer, throws a couple punches, and then walks out with the mask. Like, what the fuck, man?
This little guy that got beat up by
Yeah,
a marching band, high schoolers, is
yeah.
taking on
You telling me it's
Michael
that easy to steal his
Myers.
mask?
Why didn't
Shit.
anybody do it before?
Let me ask you this though.
Oh God,
Take all that shit out with the Corey Cunningham. How do you feel about how it ended? Like that last 10 minutes or whatever it was.
it was final. That's for sure.
It was. I thought that part was okay.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
thought
how
that
else do you
part
get
was all
rid of
right.
him? You know?
Well, that's the thing. Nobody ever
Yeah,
completely demolishes the body. That they
yeah.
always
Um,
leave it to come back to life.
I
So
thought it
they,
was cool how major spoilers here. I thought it was cool how they have him kind of pinned down to that table and they bleed him out. You know, I thought that
yeah,
was
like they make sure
yeah,
he's
I liked that. I'm like, okay, you know, if we, yeah, ugh.
is so nasty.
Yeah. I mean, they literally take a big butcher knife to his wrist too, and that was kind of hard to watch. I don't. They slice his throat. They fucking they bleed him out, and then
They
there's like
break
this
his arm.
yeah. Then there's like this really strange like crowd surfing scene where the people at Hadfield are. it's, so, it's so strange.
Yeah, and then they have like a funeral procession
Yeah, and then she fucking kicks his body into like a metal scrap metal
grinder.
grinder. Yeah,
Yeah, like
and
he's gone,
gone. Yeah,
but they could still find a way. Corey Cunningham. Maybe they were testing it out to see if Corey Cunningham
fuck
could be the
that.
next Michael Myers, and
Hell no.
it backfired.
Hell no. But you know what? Like Jamie Lee Curtis already did this so like 20 years ago in H2O. She cut off his fucking head. This is just a rehash, you know? She's already
Yeah,
killed him. That was to me, that's like the ending I like. She fucking chops his head off.
but how does he come back now if they wanted to bring it back?
They don't. It would be a different because I think the rights go back to that Malik Akkad or whatever the Compass Internet or one of those the guy
Uh,
that has always had the rights. So you know they'll keep doing them, but it won't continue with that trilogy. I I wouldn't even be shocked if they did like a fucking I don't even know. That timeline is so screwed up.
doesn't make any sense now.
They'll probably go back and do like a sequel to the actual original time. Like it'll be like a sequel to Resurrection. Who knows?
Oh God. Well, we're getting an Exorcist trilogy from the same guys, so that should be exciting.
They're just it's the only thing that's going to be similar about that is the name. I mean,
Yeah. Ellen Burstyn coming back too.
right? It's just going to be a whatever. Why is David Gordon Green and Danny McBride in charge of these horror remakes or these reboots?
I don't know. Once again, comedians, not that David Gordon Green is really
No, I know what you mean though.
he started out as a drama director, but Danny McBride.
I will just always think of
Like,
what
are
could have
these guys
been.
really fans of the franchise?
No, I think they are. That's the pro. I think they're like too much of fans. You know,
Yeah,
like I you can tell, especially with that first Halloween movie they did, you can tell they love Halloween. But I've told you this, they play out like a poorly written, like
fan
so
film.
like a fan fiction, you know, like
Yeah,
Laurie Strode's been training all this whole it's just so like goofy, you know. I don't know.
that's a good
I'll
point.
I'll always think about what could have been though.
Yeah, and what it started out as and
Yeah.
how far it went. Halloween
Uh,
ends makes Halloween Kills look so much better.
it does. I still think the best way to enjoy Halloween is to watch Halloween 1 and then watch Halloween 2. And then if you want, you can also include H2O in the timeline. I do like that one too. But at the end of Halloween 2, he's set on fire. Loomis sacrifices himself. Michael's corpse is sitting there burning. That's the end. Okay. Why do we keep fucking different timelines, different storylines?
Well, so everybody can have one.
You don't know what death is.
I completely forgot about the part where Loomis comes in and Halloween Kills.
Oh,
Where did he go?
I,
The shape. Where did he go?
I don't like that, man. I don't like that at all.
Thomas
Stop.
Mann is like,
Stop filming new scenes of original fucking movies. I don't like that. Leave them alone. Fuck. I'd even like in Hocus Pocus 2 when the kid is in the cemetery seeing the events of the first.
oh yeah.
Fucking stop that shit. We don't need alternate timelines of what we've already seen.
think it's kind of cool.
Oh god, fuck horror movies,
But
man.
then
They
again, I
suck.
don't. Legacy horror films.
God, I'm just gonna watch. From here on out, I'm just gonna watch fucking Dracula and Frankenstein, and
Yeah, no kidding.
because those are great. I
Yeah, the
revisited
band
Frankenstein the other day. That's a great movie.
that is a great movie. I'm just gonna add the Banshees of Inisherin to
What
my
the
horror list.
fuck is that?
That's the new Martin McDonough film with Colin Farrell and Brendan Gleeson.
Oh, is it a horror movie?
No,
Oh,
but it's
Brandon Gleeson.
Brandon Gleeson. Let's see. What else do we have here? Trying to think if I watched anything else. I did, but my memory. Oh, here's we can talk about Deadstream.
Oh, did you watch that?
Yeah.
What? Another fine installment from the great folks at Shudder. God, dude.
I
Let me start off by saying I liked the guy. I thought the main guy was good for that
yeah.
role.
Yeah.
Again, though, it gets so goofy, shows us way too much. I don't
Yeah.
know, man. It takes a lot to impress me with a new horror movie. It just doesn't happen very often.
I mean, it's no Gonjim Haunted Asylum when it comes to You should watch that one. I'd be very
Just
curious.
because it's fucking Asian doesn't mean it's good. I watched that
It's
one,
better.
what's that one shot of the dead or whatever? Oh,
What didn't you like
horrific.
about that one?
I don't even know where to begin. I watched it like a couple years ago, so I don't
Yeah, so
remember.
you probably don't remember anything.
Deadstream, though. I didn't
Yeah,
even see that you watched that.
yeah, I did. Deadstream started out promising.
I
I think
agree.
he
I
think
liked
he
it.
did a pretty good job of, making fun of modern YouTubers
Yeah,
and people that live off of live streaming and stuff.
yeah. That was a
But
cool concept.
by the end, I was
I
over
even
it.
liked it up until, again, we're spoiling these movies, but who gives a shit? I liked it even up until like when that girl shows up,
Yeah,
because I'm like, okay, first of all, she's hot, and it's
yeah,
like, is she a fan or what's going on here?
yeah. What is she? How? What is going
Yeah,
on?
but then they just show us too much, and the
Yeah.
makeup looked poor. They showed us so much that like it just looks phony. I don't know.
Well, I think on what was probably an inexistent budget, I thought they did fairly well. But yeah, the makeup definitely showed that that's what it was.
Yeah,
The graphics, though, for the live stream and all that was pretty good. It looked pretty legitimate. It was like
I
the
agree.
most accurate comment section for
I,
like a movie like
I
this.
agree with that. I thought that same thing because I would like kind of glance down there. I'm like, holy shit, that's like whoever made this, they know what they're talking about in that
Yeah.
regard for sure. Because
Yeah.
that was very accurate,
Yeah.
like the type of
But
shit you see.
other than that,
I just I don't know. I was into that for a little bit, and then I'm just like what the fuck, dude. I don't know. It's horror movies are hard to make,
yeah.
and I think people like that one. So I we might be kind of in the minority with that because I know
Yeah.
it's kind of gotten some good buzz, you know.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's just like I always try something new and it always disappoints.
Oh, I'm about done with those Shutter exclusives though. That I watched one the other night, so bad. One of the worst movies I've seen, honestly. Revealer. Oh,
Oh, what is that?
has everything you would expect in a fucking piss poor indie horror movie. Neon lights, synth, insufferable
Oh.
female leads, gayness. I mean, literally, it is
Gayness.
so bad. Holy fuck.
Let me take a quick
I thought it
gander
sounded cool.
here.
That's why I watched it. It's like this chick, this like stripper chick. She works in this peep booth, and then she's like the apocalypse is going on outside. So then
I
she's stuck in
mean,
there with like this religious preacher chick. Like it was a cool concept.
I mean that rating scale, that would tell me maybe I should be hesitant.
You know what though? I didn't. I tend to not look at those first. Like I came across the movie and then I didn't check out the scale.
Okay, well,
Ugh,
maybe you should.
maybe I should. Shutter exclusives are ass from what I've
Yeah,
seen so far. And that
I
that one is really really bad.
I watched one too, The Dark and the Wicked.
Oh,
Oh, probably last month.
Shutter.
Yeah.
Man,
It was from the same director of The Strangers, and I really love The Strangers.
Strangers is good.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, this could be cool. And like it was not Revealer, that's for sure, but
Yeah,
it just didn't like do much to stand out. It was
it's
fairly
uh,
straightforward.
horror movies, man.
That's why people start out that way.
Well, I don't know why people start out that way because it's the hardest shit to break into, you know?
Yeah, but if
Like,
you can make one that's even fairly good,
yeah. I
it's
was
you're gonna
thinking of
do
like
well.
watching Revealer the other night, just because you're capable of making a movie doesn't mean you should.
Right.
I mean, and we're in the time when anyone can make a movie. We could
Mm-hmm.
pick up our iPhone and shoot a movie, and
Mm-hmm.
it's oversaturated nowadays. And not to go back to it, but I think of something like Clerks, where if you wanted to shoot Clerks, you had to take out credit cards like he did, max out your credit cards, rent the
Yeah.
equipment. Now any fucking asshole can make a movie, and they do. All these assholes make movies,
Yeah.
and they're not
Yeah.
good.
Everybody does. Like you said, it's
Yeah,
oversaturated at
it's
this
just
point.
it's cool that we're capable of that, but because
Can't
everyone's capable of making a movie now, there's too many of them, and
you
a
can't
lot of
keep
them are
up.
bad. Yeah,
Yeah, you can't keep up with
God.
everything.
Listen, if you're listening out there, you want to be a horror film director, just take this.
Don't.
Look, make whatever you want, but just don't put neon lights in it and don't put techno in it
Or
or
we'll come to your
synth.
house and beat you
Yeah,
up.
those are two recipes for failure right off the bat.
Oh, what
God.
um what are some yearly watches for you? What are some that you always have to watch?
Well, I haven't got to it yet this year. This is not. This is just a childhood thing. Okay, but I do watch it every year, and I'm gonna watch it. First original Disney Channel film, Under Wraps. It's got a special place in my heart. It really captures the spirit of Halloween. They remade it like last year. That was just fucking terrible. I prefer the original with Mario Yudidia and Bill Fagerbaki.
Oh my God. Those names should tell you to stay away.
Hey, he's Patrick, man. Patrick Starr. He's got a great career.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he was in Coach. Um, no, I just like
So
the
was
Halloween
Craig.
vibe. So yeah, that's true. Under Wraps is one I always watch. Halloween 1 and 2. Those have got to be on there.
Hmm.
Um, I saw you watch Blair Witch Project like yesterday. That's in my
Every
that's in my
every
rotation.
year.
Yep,
Got to
that
fit it
is.
in every year.
I love that alternate poster too, the white one. It's the one I got on my wall.
Oh God, yeah. Such a good poster.
Yeah. Let me see what else. I've really have just made it a point this year, like I said, to watch newer stuff. I will say, I watched it last night. It's the second year in a row I've watched it. WNUF Halloween special.
Mm.
Man,
I see that's not on Shutter anymore.
uh, I got the Blu-ray. I don't know. I don't even remember where I watched it last year. Probably on Shutter, but
Yeah.
um, that's a fun movie. Just I don't know how to describe it. It just really reminds me of like being a kid and flipping through TV, like on those shitty kind of like public news, public
Yeah.
access channels. Like there's fake commercials in there. It's really like you popped in an old VHS and you're watching it, and it's like funny. It's not scary. It's not like a great horror
Yeah.
movie, but it's just so like dry and some of the humor. It's
Well, there's one that I watched a couple years ago. It's called Ghost Watch. Have you ever heard of that? It's like the
oh,
real life news team
I
from
have heard of that.
England.
Yeah,
Yeah, and they do like a story where they go to an exorcism, and it's cool for one because it's real anchors from England,
I have
and
heard of this.
they do pretty well about making it seem legitimate, and
Oh
it's
wait,
kind of
so it's like a movie that they shot like it's fake, but they shot it
yeah,
with real news anchors.
yeah,
That's cool.
yeah.
That's going on the watch list.
It's a cool premise. It's they are just now putting out a Blu-ray for it. Like in
Is it like one of those weird labels like
um, it's a good question. I don't think so. I think it might be Arrow.
oh okay, because I was shocked. There's a shit ton of special features on that WNUF Halloween Blu-ray.
Really?
Like yeah, like
That's
there's
cool.
like a commentary from like last year with the cast and a bunch of
That's
stuff on
cool.
there.
Let's see. It is from well, anyway, It's a fun little watch.
Yeah, I'll check that out.
But they're like putting it out in December, which is weird. I 101 Films is the
Okay.
studio,
Okay.
so a smaller label. Also, did you see that the 4K for Wally was already at like the regular price to pre-order?
For what?
The 4K Wally Criterion?
Oh, no, no way.
Yeah. It's
Hmm.
probably not available anymore because people jumped on it, but it
Shit.
was
I
it
forgot
was
that
like
was even coming out.
yeah, it was like the regular price.
Hmm.
Criterion sale, you heard it here first, starting 11.4 at Barnes and Noble.
Okay, I gotta redeem myself because the video I tried to make, I've got it. I swear to God, I shot it. It's just so bad. I refuse to put up shitty videos.
I mean, that's good.
Yeah. I mean, it was bad. If I thought it would have been good, I would have put it up. But it was putrid. So I'm redeeming myself. Anyways, though, if you haven't seen WNUF Halloween Special, check that out. The guy actually made a sequel this year. It's
Really
Yeah, because WNUF Halloween Specials is supposed to be like an '80s thing. I think it was like 1987. He just made a new one that is out
90s.
there. It's called, yeah, Out There Halloween Mega Tape, and it's like a '90s alien invasion thing. So sounds
Ooh,
cool. I'm gonna check it out.
I'm gonna add that to my list.
Yeah, I feel
Like
like,
everything about it, the poster, the
yeah,
name, like it just
it's
screams something
really,
that was made then.
yeah, it's just like watching, like, you find an old VHS and like you just pop it in. It's got, even the commercials are entertaining to watch. Like, there's like shitty local commercials. It's just like a spoof of that stuff.
Yeah, that's cool. I'll
Oh
add that
man,
to the old list.
I don't know. That's been a new one that's entered the rotation. And just a lot of you know, the common ones that have to get through every year.
Yeah, one that is not always like around Halloween, but one I watch every year, The Witch.
Yes.
That one's
Whew.
obviously in the rotation.
Just checked that 4K out a couple weeks ago.
Mm,
Good
pretty
God.
nice for like a small
Really nice.
production.
That movie is so good.
It's I just
Christ.
one more time and I'll have seen it 10 times.
I think I've logged it like 8 or 9 times too.
Ah, damn it. It's
Mm.
just so easy to watch.
Thomasin.
Domain.
You know
Uh
what? I must not pay attention when I watch movies because I've seen that like 9 times, and I never realized that it's an apple that they pull out of his mouth.
what'd you think it was?
I
His
don't know. I
heart?
guess I just never paid attention to it. I don't know. I don't know. I just never put that together.
Forbidden fruit.
Yeah.
Jesus
Must just
Christ.
be blankly staring at the screen when I'm watching movies.
I guess so. I guess you tune out when he's meeting his Lord and Savior.
God damn, that's a fucking great movie.
Press thy lips against mine.
Yeah, buddy, I can't blame you for checking out your sister's tits. I would too.
Just as long as it's hers and not the other one.
Hmm. Oh no, I was talking about the other one. Ah, be a wicked witch away.
Clickety clackety.
Fuck, man. God damn it, that's so good.
Did I think I watched that this year.
Yeah,
I watched it back in April. Need to
damn.
watch it again. But typical ones, you got your Halloweens I watch every year, Poltergeist I watch every year, Blair Witch is an
You could
every
probably
year
skip over
one.
Polter. Will Poltergeist.
Never. I'll never get over it. I
Uh,
always watch The Shining every year at some point. Once
See,
again, it's
me too,
not
but I never
always
watched
a
that around Halloween. To me,
I
that's
guess
like
it's
a January, or like the most depressing time of the year. January, when it's cold. That's when
listen
I watch
to
it.
here are the times when I've watched it according to Letterbox. I watched it in June, I watched it in September, and then I watched it twice in October.
Okay, okay. I mean, it's great anytime. I just never associate it with like Halloween, I guess.
Well, yeah, another one I wouldn't really associate with Halloween, but I always watch during the spooky time is Signs. It's
It's
not
really good.
particularly like I mean, it's a horror movie, but not like
So good.
I guess you could consider it a fall movie. It
You
is
could.
does take place in that time period.
I truly appreciated that even more when I watched it a couple months ago.
I'm very glad to hear that. It's like gets better. all the
It
time.
does. Oh, I do have a yearly watch.
Oh,
Probably have watched it. It's got to be like the fifth or sixth year consecutively I've watched it. Um, you gave it a miserable 2.5 rating. Don't agree with that at all because I think it is one of the finest displays of the werewolf genre. Ginger Snaps, baby.
uh,
Love that movie. Great Halloween vibe. Did you know it's a metaphor for female puberty?
yeah, I got that the first time I watched it. The first and only time I watched it.
Dude, it's so good, man. I love that. It's just a great werewolf
I'm
thing.
surprised you like it
I love it.
because as women
Now, what does that mean? My favorite film of all time is directed by a woman. I'm tired of this
starring a
bullshit.
boy.
I mean, I would let Catherine Isabel bite the fuck out of me as a werewolf. With pleasure. You sure
With
could.
pleasure.
Also, a great performance from Emily Perkins, who was young Bev Marsh in the It miniseries.
Oh God, that's right.
I just think that movie's got a great Halloween vibe.
Catherine
Um,
Isabel's best performance is in Snow Day.
oh, she in that piece of shit. Damn,
Yeah, I think she's a friend
I
of
think she's so
Claire
hot.
Bonner.
God, there's a scene in Ginger Snaps like
Pam Grier is in it.
when she kind of starts transitioning, not into a man but into
Yeah,
a werewolf. She
yeah,
walks through the school like just man, such a baddie.
yeah.
Check
I'm
out
gonna.
Ginger Snaps. You don't need to watch the sequel. The two sequels, those are not good, but the first one is a great Halloween movie. Great Canadian Halloween film.
Yeah, I'll trust your opinion on that. I mean,
Well,
I own it, so it's something that.
you got the Scream Factory?
Yeah, I bought it a few years ago when they had like that big sale where I was trying to find new
Oh,
things
I
and they
love it.
were like $15 each.
My problem with like a lot of those creature, werewolf, they show too much. We
Yeah,
don't get a full glimpse of that werewolf until like the last 10 minutes of the movie where you get a full shot of her. It's fucking awesome.
yeah, I do love that. I do love that.
So
Um,
good.
man, a movie that I never really gave due credit until the last time I watched it, which was last year. Haven't partaken in it this year, but The Exorcist.
Ooh.
It's a movie I think about quite often.
You know what? What's going on? What you just said. I've seen that a handful of times, but the last time I watched it, like last year, that was the first time it really kind of like,
Agreed.
fuck, this is
Yeah,
really good.
I get it now.
Yeah, because my dad would always talk about that movie. Like that's the one I was allowed to watch any horror. I watched The Shining when I was a kid. I watched Halloween when I was a kid, but my dad would not let me watch The Exorcist.
Scariest movie ever.
Yeah, I mean, it's something else. It is a fucking great movie.
But on top of that, I always love to go back and watch The Exorcist 3.
You are a fan of that movie.
I am. I do like that one
It's,
quite a bit.
it's got a cult following over the years.
It does, yeah.
Ugh.
Um, I just
My,
think George C. Scott is so fucking good.
I do like him, and always good to see Brad Dourif on screen. He's great.
Oh, Brad Dorff. Did you see that in the Child's Play show they put makeup on his daughter to be him when he's younger? I don't know how much the younger him is in it, but it
I have
it looks
not
like Crispin Glover.
I have not watched any of that show, but I've heard it's kind of good. So I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I've heard good things.
Yeah. I mean, when you look in the right light, it looks like him, but a lot of the times it's not.
Enough already with the fucking Charles Lee Ray backstory. Fuck, we get it, man.
He's a
Leave it alone.
scumbag. We get it.
But I have a very conflicted relationship with that series anyway. See, Child's Play 3, I love that movie. Nobody likes it. It's not me being a contrarian. I just think it's fucking good. I don't know why. I like
Nobody
the mil
said that.
I
It's
like the
okay.
military I like the military school aspect of it, but once you get to Bride, Seed, ugh, ugh,
Yeah.
fuck those.
You think I want to be in the military?
Oh man. I did
Have you?
go ahead.
I was gonna say, have you ever seen Let the Right One In?
Seen the original.
That's what I mean.
Yes, I have. I liked it.
Love, love that movie.
You
I
don't
had
like
seen it.
vampires though. You said vampires
I
are
really
quote
don't.
unquote gay.
What?
You you said that Words
Who
from
said
you. You did.
that?
You said vampires are
I would
gay.
never. I would never use that vocabulary.
And a lot of them are, but a lot of them are cool.
Yeah, let the right one in
I
is
like that
very
one.
cool.
I do like that
But
one.
I was thinking about it because I saw a clip from the movie that I completely forgot about was in it, which is the part where they open up the blinds and that lady just bursts into
That's
flame.
right. Yeah, that was good. I see. It's been a couple years since I watched that, but I dug that one.
Yeah, I mean, apparently the Matt Reeves Let Me In remake is
I've heard that's
solid.
yeah. I've heard good things about that. I like vampires. Okay, not Twilight, but I like the vampire creature. I actually leached off your Criterion Channel membership. I watched Near Dark.
Ooh,
Catherine Bigelow. I've
how was
always wanted to
that?
watch that movie, but it's like never available anywhere. It's never on Amazon or anywhere to watch. It's good. Um, kind of it's not the Lost Boys, but it's kind
So
of
it's better. It's gonna be good.
it's more gruesome, more bloody.
Ooh, cool.
Um, yeah, definitely a little more rough, violent, I guess. It's got that one fucking kid
Nice.
from River's Edge. Remember him? That annoying kid?
Let me see.
I don't know what his name is. He's kind of
I
like
don't remember that movie very
he's kind of like
well.
an Andy Milonakis looking guy. He's kind of weird looking. You don't know if he's a chick or a boy. He's in it.
Joshua John
That's
Miller.
him. Yeah, that's him.
Wow, he was a writer of the Final Girls
I
from a
know. I
couple
saw
years
that.
ago.
Yeah,
What the hell?
he's a gay guy. He's got it. Him and his husband wrote that or some shit like that. Um,
Okay.
Bill Paxton's in Near Dark. It's a good movie, man. Good gruesome, good gruesome vampire action. It's no Lost Boys, but it's good.
Well,
Recommend it.
once again, that probably means it's good
That's
then.
bullshit, man.
I wonder if this was her first movie.
I really it's been that has been on my watch list forever, and I just could never find it anywhere.
Oh shit, it's not. But
I'm like, oh,
something about
Nick
something
let me
about that.
leech off his Criterion channel. Let me check it out.
Yeah, put it to use. That poster looks oddly modern though, which is weird.
It
It's
does.
always kind of it's always kind of come off as like a modern horror poster.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's a interesting premise. Like he's just this like farm kid, and then he meets this chick, and of course she, you know, ends up going in his neck.
Bites his dick.
Yeah, but it's cool. A lot like some vampire movies are kind of pussy. Like they're
Hmm.
not. But like then there's vampire movies that are done right where they're badass. That's a badass one.
Yeah, that's a badass one. The Lost Boys is a pussy one.
You ever seen it?
Yeah.
What didn't you like about it?
It was just a product of the 80s. It was horror. It was just horrible. Bored out of my mind. Gay. I
you
think
know,
there is something that's like inherently gay about vampires, though.
there's some sort of like homoeroticism to a vampire, I
Yeah,
guess.
biting somebody's neck.
The most badass vampire aside from like the original Dracula is Klaus Kinski's Nosferatu, I think.
Still haven't seen that one
It's
yet.
fucking whew, man, good
I
shit.
mean, he looks like a fucking weirdo.
Yeah. And I can just see Bill Skarsgård as Nosferatu. Man, that's gonna be awesome.
I forgot. Is he doing that? Is he the one doing it?
Yeah.
Because I know they had like
Well,
changes and
unless that
stuff.
was unless that was just like a rumor or something. I don't know. But
Oh yeah,
if they do cast him, that'd be great.
yeah. Bill Skarsgård, Lily Rose Depp, and Nicholas Holt is
Hmm.
gonna be.
Oh, Lily Rose is in that too?
Mm-hmm. Lily Rose.
Okay, okay. Can't be any worse than yoga hosers.
Well, it could be way better. It's Robert Edgars.
Robert Edgars.
I still wish it was Anya though.
Oh, she just needs a hamburger because I'm a little concerned about her. Like I liked her bot. How old was she in The Witch? She 18?
I don't know.
However
You
old she
keep
was.
talking and I'll find out.
I like the way she looked in The Witch. Just a little bit of meat on her bones.
She was 19.
Okay. I liked it. She had a little thickness. Now she's a little skinny, but don't get me wrong, I still wouldn't say no. She looks so good in that shitty Edgar Wright movie.
Last night in Soho.
Yeah.
Give it another try, buddy.
I don't think so. I don't think I'm gonna get around to that.
Oh no, a boy was murdered. What am I gonna do with my masculinity?
Men are so bad.
Oh my god.
Men are just the fucking worst.
What am I gonna do if somebody says men are bad? My whole life image is ruined.
Oh, you tried to stab me? Well, that's okay. I understand because men are so stupid
I
shit.
am a fan of rape culture.
Stupid shit movie. I like Shaun of the Dead though.
Well, there's a strong woman in that, so I'm
I got
surprised.
no. I love women in cinema. I just don't. We don't have to bring men down too.
Ah, you'll be fine, pal. It's okay. Every
Oh,
once in a while, it's fine. Fucking bootlicker.
you should watch. This is not a horror movie, but you should watch Raymond and Ray.
Ooh, did you like it?
I was okay. I mean,
Okay, glowing review.
I just you. I don't know. Um, I think it's like certain people could really appreciate it more, but I liked it. It was an interesting watch.
Um, hmm, very middling reviews. I mean, I love those two, so I'll check
Yeah,
them out.
that's yeah. I mean, look, if they weren't in it, it would probably be a very forgettable movie, but it wasn't. I mean, I think it's worth a watch.
Yeah, I wonder if it's more of a product of poor writing than anything.
Yes, yes. It definitely comes across as like, some amateur asshole got lucky and got Ethan Hawke and Ewan McGregor to be in his movie,
Well, I mean, shit, he's gotten Ewan McGregor to be in a different movie. He's gotten Glenn Close and Mila Kunis in a
Oh
movie.
shit.
He's gotten Glenn
Well,
Close
well,
and
yeah, I guess. Oh, Emma Roberts in Delirium. Damn, this guy's talented.
yeah, I mean, he's definitely done some things. Nothing that like
Well, good for
particularly
him.
stands out.
It's a good death film, I guess.
Oh, cool. Those are always
Depressing.
fun.
Just depressing. Just a downer movie.
I like that.
Yeah, that was worth a watch.
Uh, well, shall we call it a day?
I think so. So
What
now
was that?
I gotta put this up right away.
That shouldn't be too hard.
Nope.
I
We didn't have
hope.
any errors, so I don't have to go in and make any edits.
Thank
Um,
God.
Happy Halloween to you loyal listeners. Um, I've got to fucking put on my stupid John Hammond costume tonight.
You got a party?
Yeah, normally I'm not a dress up guy, but there's this party downtown at like this it's this big tattoo studio downtown, and they
Oh,
free
big.
booze, free food,
Ooh,
free admission, but you got to be in a costume to get in.
how'd you find out about it?
A couple of my buddies get like all their work done down there. It's like one of the like the classy, cool tattoo studios, not
Mm,
like the biker tattoo studios.
cool. You gonna
So,
find yourself a tattooed skank to take home?
oh yeah, I'm sure the John Hammond costume is really going to bring in the bitches.
Or the boys, whatever.
It could. It. You know what? It might get some attention. I don't know, but I'm not usually a
What are
costume guy.
you?
Yeah, probably. That's why I bought a John Hammond name tag to put on my. It's a badge.
You know, that's a good idea. I just don't know if it's gonna help anymore. Who's John Hay? Is your name John?
I've even got the. Hold on. Keep the. This is live. Keep it
Okay,
going.
okay. God, I can't wait to see what he pulls out of his closet. Skin, skeletons. For those of you not watching, Seth walked away from his desk probably to go get his costume. We'll see what he pulls out.
Nothing like some good old dead air for the audience.
Oh, I've been talking the whole time.
Did you
I've
kill the
been
show
talking.
while I was gone?
No, I was talking the whole time.
Good.
I kept it alive.
I really invest in this costume. I even made the fucking cane.
I think it's great. Oh my
This-
God. Is there a contest?
There is, but I'm not. Well, I don't know. I just wanted a cool costume. I like to commit if I'm going to do it.
That's cool.
So it's not quite screen accurate. I had to go to Michael's and buy a bamboo stick, and then I had
Is
to
that
buy this
what is
paperweight.
that what he has on his stick?
Yeah, but his cane's smaller. This is more like a Gandalf staff. It's a little big. It's a little big. Look.
You shall not pass.
See, but it's you can buy the replica cane, but it's like $120. I'm like,
It's more
fuck
fun to
that.
make it.
Yeah. So you know what? It's got the mosquito and the amber. I just super glued it to the top.
What did you buy that?
I just bought
The
this as a paperweight. Yeah. So
That's cool.
I bought the paperweight and then I bought this bamboo stick.
I guess
And
I never realized that's what the top of his cane looked like.
yeah,
That's
John Hammond.
cool.
So we'll see. I know it's gonna be like, what are you?
What's with the cane?
Yeah.
Are
Oh,
you
you can't bring that cane in. It could be a weapon.
are you Gandalf the gay?
So I wish I could
You
just
can't bring it into a weapon.
I wish I could have just made my beard white and not have to wear a fake beard because the fake beard looks stupid. I wish I could just, rub something in this to make it white, but
Maybe there's like one of those washable paints you could have put in.
I don't have time for it now. I gotta wear this stupid fake beard, so I'm gonna have to try and trim it up and stick it to my face. And I don't know if it's gonna stick over my actual beard, so
Up,
I
looks like you got to shave.
I really don't want to cut off my beard for a fucking Halloween costume that nobody's even gonna know. So
Hey, that's what I did.
yeah, this is my favorite part though. This is what I'm most
Yeah,
accomplished. I made the cane and it looks good enough.
that's awesome. I like
Spared
that.
no expense.
Spared no fucking expense.
Well,
How
um,
exciting.
I'll post some pictures of my John Hammond get up on Instagram for you loyal listeners. I'm sure Nick will post some pictures of his Tom Nook get up. We really celebrate Halloween here.
Love it. We're not fake.
We're not fake. Thank you guys for listening. Enjoy your Halloween. Uh, let us know some of your favorite first time watches. We're running out of time. So, or your favorite yearly watches. We're running out of time though. So, any recommendations, I'll put them on the list. Maybe incorporate them into future years. So,
Yeah.
anything else, buddy?
Go Fells!
That's right. Big World Series. Episode 173, 4?
Or
174, Cinema Scumbags Halloween special. Thank you guys for listening. And as always, go fuck yourselves.